These are the contents of the lesson. It says, in this lesson, uh, you're going to learn how to use the rest, or not all of them, but a lot more of the irregular verbs. Uh, and you're going to be practicing the sentences uh, that you're using. Okay. Remember that it's not necessary to learn by memory all of these verbs for the, to be able to speak in English. Okay. These are the contents of the lesson. As usual, you have the vocabulary. Lots more verbs and nouns here. Okay. And as usual, you're going to learn all these. Completely learn them all by yourself. Here you have some reflective pronouns. Okay, and the present perfect in the second part 2. In this lesson, in lesson 15, you learned that how to say something that is happening, that has happened. Okay? That is happening, has happened, well. Remember, the present perfect is something that we talk about the past still touching with the present. Okay? Still touching with the present. Okay? And in this case, we're going to learn the negatives and how to make questions. Okay. It's very easy. We treat a have is an auxiliary verb, and after the auxiliary verb, we put not. This is to make the negative, huh? It's slightly different from the Spanish, because in the Spanish, you put no antes the auxiliary verb, and in English we put it después de, after the auxiliary verb. So, I have not worked. Now, what is important is at this stage, you should start to use contractions, okay? So, I think you know the contractions now. I haven't worked, you haven't worked, he hasn't worked, she hasn't worked, it hasn't worked, etc. Okay? Now, what is important at this stage? There are two words in English that are very important that go with the present perfect. And the words are since and for. Okay? Since and for. Now, for in Spanish has a lot of different meanings. Para, durante, for a period of time. And in this case, we're gonna, we're gonna say desde hace, desde hace. Okay? It could be para también. Okay? But this is important. Desde hace, and the word desde for since. Okay? Since. These are important words in English. For and since. And we're going to have a look why in the exercises. But first, let me just. I have not worked. Bueno. I have not worked. Cuando. Exactly. Well, obviously, it's in the past. Okay? So, I'm just going to show you on my English grammar page for and since with present perfect tense. Okay, we often use for and since with the present perfect tense. We use for to talk about a period of time. A period of time. So 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 seconds. Okay? 2 weeks. 10 years, these are periods of times. 100 years, 1,000 years. Okay? Or 2 seconds. These are periods of time. Okay? And we use since to talk about a point in time. Okay? A momento. In past time. In time past. Okay, so 9 o'clock this morning. The 1st of January last year. Okay? Monday last week. Okay? Or Monday morning this morning. Okay? Now it's Monday afternoon. So Monday morning is pasado. Okay? So we use for a period of time, since a point in time. And here are your examples. Okay? Look. These are periods of time. 6 months, 4 years, 2 centuries, a long time. Hmm? And here's a point in past time for since. Okay, so here we have some examples. I have been here for 20 minutes. Okay? I have been here for 20 minutes. Hmm? Decirlo aquí para o durante o desde hace 20 minutos. Okay? I have been here since 9 o'clock. Okay? This is a period of time. I've been here for 20 minutes. That's the period of time I have been here. But I have been here since 9 o'clock. Bueno, desde. Es decir, aquí desde las 9. No sé exactamente qué es la hora ahora. Okay, I don't know what the time is now. I don't know what the time is now. But I have been here since 9 o'clock. Okay? Perhaps it's now 12 o'clock. And I have been here for 3 hours. Okay? Because it is 12 o'clock en este momento, at this time. I have been here since 9 o'clock. Entonces, so I have been here for 20 minutes. Okay? For and since. So, desde hace or durante. Okay? For. And desde, since. Solo desde. And also, another thing, an English tip. For can be used with all tenses, and since is usually used with perfect tenses only. And perfect tenses are present perfect, which we're learning now, past perfect, and we also have present perfect continuous. Okay. Let's go back to, sorry, I've lost. English Express, I have not worked. So I have not worked for 3 months. ¿Mm? Yo no he trabajado para, o durante, o desde hace 6 meses. ¿Mm? No, okay. So sometimes it's a little bit different in Spanish and English, but okay, because if, for example, if I say, I have not seen, I have not seen John for 6 months. Okay, actually in Spanish you can translate it in using the past. So you could say no veo a John desde hace 6 meses. Okay, so sometimes it doesn't automatically translate. Okay, I haven't seen John for 6 months. Okay, uh, you haven't worked. You haven't worked since. You haven't worked since August. Almost a year. Okay. He hasn't worked uh, in a factory. So it's not solo desde or for. It's not always since and for. He has not worked, and we could say he has never. He has never worked. He has never worked in a factory, or he has never worked in his life. Okay. Or she hasn't worked there. She hasn't worked there for. She hasn't worked there for a long time. Okay. She hasn't worked there for a long time. Okay, we're going to look at some of these exercises now. Okay. Here's your abbreviations, your contracciones, your contractions. Has not, hasn't. Have not, haven't. Okay? And to make questions about what has happened, we take the sentence in the present perfect and move the verb to have to the first word okay, of the lesson, to the start of the lesson. Don't forget that in the question, you have to put the question mark after, at the end of the sentence, not before, at the end. So, have I worked? Have you worked? Have you worked? Hmm. Has he worked? Has she worked? Has it worked? Have we worked? Okay? We'll look at the exercises. Right, in lesson 15, you learned about half of the list of the irregular verbs. And this is the second half. Okay, there are lots here. Very important. This is a very important one, okay? Because this is uh, what we're using in the present perfect, okay? All perfect tenses have is the auxiliary verb. I have had, pasado, I had had. I had had, okay, pasado. I had, tener, tuvo, tenido. Okay, you need to learn all of these individually. It's very difficult, okay? Because look, some of them, hear, heard, heard, hold, held, held, okay? Keep, kept, kept. Some of them have a rhythm, but some of them don't. So hide, hid, hidden. And this one, hit. Okay? Hurt, hurt. All the same. Okay? Leave, left. So you have to learn them all individually. Let. Okay? And when you have learned them, you really will make English a lot easier. The participle is so important. Okay? Now remember, in the present perfect, we're using the participle, not the pasado, the participle. Okay? So we're using have and participle. I have seen, or negativo. I have not seen. Hmm? I have not seen John since the year 2000. I haven't seen John since this morning. Okay? I haven't seen John since yesterday. Okay? I haven't seen John for 20 minutes, etc. I haven't seen John for 3 hours, a period of time. Okay? Now here's the first exercise. You're going to change the following sentences so that they say what has not happened. Okay? And afterwards you're going to change them to questions. Okay? So my father has worked very hard. Okay? My father has worked very hard. How do you say that in Spanish? Okay? Mi padre ha trabajado muy duro. Okay? And then we make it negative. Mi padre no ha trabajado muy duro. My father has not worked very hard. But here's the question. Has my father worked very hard? Has my father worked very hard today? Okay, the teacher has explained the lesson. Bueno, el maestro no ha explicado la lección, ¿eh? Por favor. The teacher has not explained the lesson. And the question, has the teacher explained the lesson? Espero que sí. Okay, the man has shot him. The man has not shot him. Has the man shot him? Has the man shot him? Okay. They have moved to a different country. Okay. Ellos han movido a un país diferente, for example. Okay. They have not moved to a different country. Okay. They have not moved to a different country. So that's quite easy. They have not moved to a different country. Have they moved to a different country? Have they moved to a different country? Okay. His grandfather has been dead for 1 week. Okay, here you have, okay, his grandfather, how do we say that? His grandfather has been dead for 3 weeks. Su abuelo ha estado muerto. Okay? You could say desde hace una semana. His grandfather has been dead for 1 week. Okay? Has his grandfather been dead for 1 week? The children have gone to camp. The children have not gone to camp. Have the children gone to camp? She has practiced the song. She has not practiced the song. Has she practiced the song? Okay, so you do that exercise. I'm sure you're going to do it really well. Okay? Remember, if you want, call me. Call me or call Lulu and talk with us. You can do this. We can do these exercises together. Okay? Okay, here we're going to change the following sentences so that they're in the present perfect. Because here, they're in the present simple. Okay? That lady buys a book. Now we're going to say that lady has bought a book. Okay? That lady has bought a book. Cuando? This morning. That lady has bought a book. Today. Okay? We can't say that lady buys a book today. We can't say that lady bought a book this morning. Well, we can say that. Es un poquito lo mismo, okay? That lady has just bought a book. En este momento, she has just bought a book. Okay? That lady has bought a book today. And we're going to change it. That lady has not bought a book. Has that lady bought a book? So we're going to do the same thing. The cat eats its food. We're going to change it to the cat has eaten its food. So what we're doing here, bought. Okay. Past participles. Past participles. Has the cat. It has eaten. Okay. She has bought. Pedro has learnt his lesson. His lessons. The secretary pays the ticket. The secretary has paid the ticket. The secretary has not paid the ticket. Has the secretary paid the ticket? The horse runs very fast. Okay? Past participle. Run, run, run. Okay? Run? I run? No. Pasado ran. Yesterday I ran very fast. Okay. Past participle. Oh, otra vez. Run. Qué difícil. So, run, ran, run. Okay? And the horse has run very fast. Here is, as you can see, like all of these, okay? It's third person singular. In present simple, the horse runs. The horse runs. Okay? Very fast. Cada día. Okay? But in the past participle, it's solo run. No, there is no conjugation. Okay? I run. I have run. You have run. He has run. Okay? The conjugation is in the auxiliary verb have. So the horse has run very fast. Okay? The horse has not run very fast. Has the horse run very fast? Okay. So lots and lots of exercises for you to do. And the final one, oh, there are lots and lots of them. Okay. The birds fly high. El pájaro. How do you say bird? Pájaro. El pájaro vuela alto. Okay. The bird flies high. The bird has flown. Flown. So you have to look up the past participle. The bird has flown high. El pájaro ha volado alto. Okay. The bird has not flown high. Has the bird flown high? Flown high. Okay, it's quite difficult. And then the last exercise, you're going to translate the following sentences to English. So, I have been to school. Okay? I have gone. I have gone to school. Lo siento. I have gone to school. I have not gone to school. Have I gone to school? So you're going to use all three forms, okay? Okay, so here you say, you have used my shoes, usado. Usado, it can also be wear, to wear, usar, to wear. So you can say, you have used my shoes, or you have worn my shoes. You have worn my shoes. And then, okay, that's the translation. Then you're going to make it negative. You have not worn, you have not worn my shoes. Okay? And then you're going to make a question. Have you worn my shoes? The question mark. Okay? Okay, this one. Nosotros hemos perdido nuestras camisas. Okay? We have lost our shirts, for example. We have lost our shirts. Okay? Uh, and then you're going to make a negative. We have not lost our shirts. And question, have we? Have we lost our shirts? Okay? Okay, Katie has read this book. No, lo siento, that book. Katie has read that book once. Una vez, once, okay? Katie hasn't read that book once. Has Katie read that book once? Okay, etc. Lots and lots of exercises for you to do. Okay, we're going to look at the last one or two, okay? So here, ooh, this translates as, she has spent all my money. She has spent all my money, okay? Etc. Okay? She has not spent all my money. Has she spent all my money? Okay? And here you have desde. Desde ayer, okay? The man has quejado, complained, quejado, since yesterday. The man has complained since yesterday. I think quejado is complained. Yeah. Or is it stayed? Let me look in the dictionary, because I don't always get it right. Yeah, the man has complained since yesterday. He hasn't stopped complaining. Okay, let's have a... If we're not sure about a word, and I'm not sure about this one, okay, let's look. Let's have a look. Because quedar, quemar is burn, quedar is stay, and quejar is to complain, I think. Oh, must be in the... I'm sorry. Must be in the last exercise. Well, I'll look it up in a dictionary, because that's what I do all the time. And you too, okay? And I'll see you for lesson 17. Thank you. Bye-bye.